Hi, girls. I just went on a long walk, and now I'm ready to read you a story about a boy and his snowsuit. Oh, I hope we don't need snowsuits anymore. Thomas's snowsuit. Look at Thomas. Does he look happy? And look at Mommy. Oh, what kind of face expression is that? And look at all the stuff all over the floor. This looks like a good book. Thomas's Snowsuit by Robert Munsch. One day, Thomas's mother bought him a nice new brown snowsuit. When Thomas saw that the snowsuit, he said, "This is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. If you think I'm going to wear that ugly snowsuit, you're crazy." Thomas's mother said, "We will see about that." The next day when it was time to go to school, the mother said, "Thomas, please put on your snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No." Look at, has your mommy or daddy ever said, "Let's wear this today"? And you go, "No, I don't like that." He does not like his snowsuit. What do you think of his snowsuit, Esme? Addie, do you like it? It's kind of brown and dull. His mother jumped up and down and said, "Thomas, put on that snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No." So Thomas's mother picked up Thomas in one hand, picked up the snowsuit in the other hand, and she tried to stick them together. They had an enormous fight. And when it was done, Thomas was in his snowsuit. Oh my gosh, that's the cover. Look at the, oh my gosh, she really had to struggle to get him in that suit. Her coffee tipped over, the pillow, the feathers are coming out of the pillow. Look at the picture on the wall. Oh my, a chair tipped over? I don't know. Thomas went off to school and hung up his snowsuit. When it was time to go outside with all the other kids, they jumped into their snowsuits and ran out the door, but not Thomas. The teacher looked at Thomas and said, "Thomas, please put on your snowsuit." Thomas said, "No." The teacher jumped up and down and said, "Thomas, put on that snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No." See his snowsuit hanging up? Look at his face. And look at the teacher's face. Oh, the other kids have cute snowsuits, blue and green and purple and yellow. Poor Thomas, or maybe poor teacher. So the teacher picked up Thomas in one hand, picked up the snowsuit in the other, and she tried to stick them together. They had an enormous fight, and when they were done, the teacher was wearing Thomas's snowsuit, and Thomas was wearing the teacher's dress. Are you kidding? Look at, she's in the snowsuit, and he's in her dress. Oh my gosh, that snowsuit is pretty small on that teacher. And that dress is pretty big. When the teacher saw what she was wearing, she picked up Thomas in one hand and tried to get him back into his snowsuit. They had an enormous fight. When they were done, the snowsuit and the dress were tied into a great big knot on the floor, and Thomas and the teacher were in their underclothes, their underwear. Just then the door opened and in walked the principal. The teacher said, "It's Thomas. He won't put on his snowsuit." Look at that. How does that principal look? And it looks like the teacher's glasses are broken. The principal gave his very best principal look and said, "Thomas, put on your snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No." Look at the principal, looks kind of scary. I think I'd put my snowsuit on. So the principal picked up Thomas in one hand, he picked up the teacher in the other hand, and he tried to get them back into their clothes. When he was done, the principal was wearing the teacher's dress, the teacher was wearing the principal's suit, and Thomas was still in his underwear. Then, from far out in the playground, someone yelled, "Thomas, come and play!" Thomas ran across the room, jumped into his snowsuit, got his boots on in 2 seconds, and ran out the door. Oh my gosh, look at the teacher, look at the principal, and look at Thomas. The principal looked at the teacher and said, "Hey, you have on my suit. Take it off right now." The teacher said, "Oh no, you have my dress on. You take that dress off first." Well, they argued, and neither one wanted to change first. Finally, Thomas came in from recess. He looked at the principal and he looked at the teacher. Thomas picked up the principal in one hand. He picked up the teacher in the other hand. They had an enormous fight, and Thomas got everybody back into their clothes. I don't know about that, Thomas. The next day, the principal quit his job and moved to Arizona, where nobody wears a snowsuit. Isn't that silly? That's kind of like you, Addie. You live in Nevada, Las Vegas, and you don't have to wear a snowsuit. The end. Thank you for listening. It's kind of a silly book.